We're going to go into some writing sprints. We're going to be doing about 4 rounds of work, and each of those 4 rounds is going to be 25 minutes of focused work. I'm not going to be pausing the timer. I'm going to let that thing keep on going, because as soon as one 25-minute round is done, we take a 5-minute break. And when I mean 5-minute break, it's not just like continue to look at your manuscript. No, get up, wander around. You can stare at my ugly mug if you want to. It's up to you. But either way, 5 minutes, that's your time off. Here we go. I'll see you guys in 25 minutes. Alrighty, you know the birds mean. That means it's time for a small break. Feel free to get on up. I'm going to keep track of time for you here. Actually, it'll continue running right on the screen. My apologies to you guys. I, for some reason, keep shutting off the countdown timer when you guys can't see it on the screen. It's still there, but I got it fixed up. How did you do that round? I feel like I wasn't quite into it just yet, and then I started picking up some momentum, so I'm feeling a little bit better. I finished out at 20,129 words. So that was about roughly 700 words. Not bad, not bad. I just kind of had to, just kind of sit there and think about where I was going, because I left off yesterday in the morning. We finished up about afternoon. I got done, and then I did probably about a couple hundred more words. And then I was like, okay, I got to leave this alone. And I'm glad I did, because I didn't know where I was going with the direction there until I actually went and backtracked. So how did you guys and gals do? We would definitely love to hear from you. And I know there's a little bit of a delay, and it's funny, right as I'm, doing this, you guys are probably still midway through. Okay, there we go. Distracted with Christmas presents. LOL. Story of life this time of year. Nice. Nice. Ooh, Restream said, congratulations. I've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Let's see if we can get 200 messages, guys. Come on, spam the chat. Silent Author 1942. I wrote 203 words. Nice, nice, nice. Well done. Jocelyn Carter. I'm just warming up. Mine's still working. Nice. Yeah. Don't try to force it. I do want to remind you guys that you don't need to try to pad your numbers. It's better that you do get some good quality words in than a bunch of fluff. Now, if you're watching mine, you're probably going, man, that seems like a lot of fluff. Yeah, that's why I've got a good editor for. She just pretty much reels me in. So the cartoon kid said I hit 450 words this first round. Nice. Nice job. Exotic Expression Dance Fitness says, it's amazing how you can be breezing right through editing and then you hit a section that's like a brick wall. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like the marathon in the middle. You're just kind of like, oh, gosh, am I going to make it? Oh. I know I'm going to get through it, but this is more challenging than anticipated. Yeah. Pip Squeaky, how you doing? I didn't even see you slip on in here. It's been a long time since I chatted with you. 200 words. Got to go. Have fun, guys, and good luck with your writing. Thank you so much for tuning in, Pip Squeaky, and awesome work on the 200 words there. Thank you for the follow, Olomp, over on Twitch. I do appreciate it. Kathy, Mankin Books, are you here to write? Good luck writing, folks. Oh, it doesn't sound like you're going to stay to write. Be awesome if you could, but I totally understand if you got some other plans. MD Pittman, I would never think of Fluff and Dale in the same sentence. Haha. Yeah. I talk too much. There's a good reason why I've taken to video creation and live streaming so well, is because I do talk way too much. We're able to still, my editor's really good about honoring my voice to where you're having a conversation with me, like what you see on the YouTube channel, but probably cleaned up just a little bit. And she's just been fantastic. So what I've just learned to do is I'll get her notes, I'll study through them and everything else like that. But then I don't get myself caught up and going, oh my gosh, did I do such and such and this and that? Like, no, I don't sweat that stuff. All right, folks, there is 1 minute before we start our next 25-minute round. Of course, if you just arrived here, we're doing some writing sprints. Just remember, we're going to be focused at 25 minutes of just uninterrupted work. It's going to be blistering. It's going to be awesome, but you're going to feel really good after you're done doing it. But after 25 minutes, we're going to take a 5-minute break. We're going to do this again, 3 more rounds. So let me move my desk up because I want to make sure that I keep myself alert, awake, and ready to rock and roll. Yeah, there we go. I felt like I was kind of getting sleepy. Just here to watch. Oh, cool. I'm just glad you're here. Anyways, it's so awesome. And folks, if you're enjoying some of this content, make sure that you share it with somebody else. Drop it into a Facebook group. Let somebody know over on Twitter. Call your mom. Tell her to come on over and join. And hey, just go knock on your neighbor's door and tell them, hey, come on over. Let's do some writing sprints together. As long as they're not creepy, all right? If they're creepy, it's off the table. All right, folks, take a nice deep breath. Get ready to do this. See you in 25 minutes. How'd you guys do? I got a little stumped. Went over, heard my cat snoring over off in the distance there, and I went over and visited her. I know I shouldn't be distracted, but kind of going slow going, and I kind of anticipated I was going to probably slow up a little bit because I'm like, okay, I've got to kind of formulate some of these things. And in a semi-intelligent thought, I suppose. You're so good at what you do. Thank you so much, Kathy Mankin. I hope you're saying that to me. Angstas, how you doing? No, Dale is all about the werebear shapeshifter. I started typing it out. I started typing it, and I backspaced over it. I'm like, nah, I've really, it's just, that's one of those ones that started out as a joke, but now it's just like something I say because I swear it's just like a tick for me. I think like I should be thinking about other things, some other niches. It could be like adult baby diaper lover, romance, like something other than werebear shapeshifter. But for some reason, I always go back to it. So I was like, no, Dale, you're not going to do that. So if you happen to see me at that point, good on you. Exotic Expression Fitness says, miracles do happen. I broke through the brick wall. Nice. The challenging chapter edit is complete. I wish I had champagne. I've been eating a chocolate cookie on your behalf. Kathy Mankin, so that's really sweet of you. Silent Author 1942 said, I'm back. Dale is cool. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. That's really, really nice of you to say. Speaking of cool, Restream. If any of you guys and gals are thinking about going and getting into live streaming at all, I highly recommend Restream. I don't have really an affiliate relation. I have an affiliate relationship with them, but I don't have a sponsorship. So feel free to go to dalelinks.com/restreampro. You can actually get 7 days on the pro plan. I did some stuff for them, and they sent me three of these beanies, man, and I'm loving it because it's that time of year that there's not much hair up the top of my head. So, all right, folks, you should be getting up, stretching just a little bit. Let me know how'd you do that round. I finished out at 20,808. So that puts me at 720 words. Not too terrible. MD Pittman got 468. Hoped to top 500, but too much backspacing. Yeah, me too. I do a lot of backspacing. And the funny thing is I should just start using the control arrow keys because it'll jump back and forth. So like there will be like a misspelling and I'll sit here and go backspace all the way over top of it. It's a nasty habit. And you would think I would have broken that by now, but here we are. The cartoon kid said, making good progress. I hit around 450 words again for round 2. Congrats. Nice. Good stuff. I have that same habit. Yeah. It's just, I know the quick keys, but I'm already in the middle of tapping that backspace. The funny thing is this keyboard I've had for a while, it's a Microsoft keyboard, and this thinking thing, let's see if it'll zoom in. How wore out it is. You'll see the C key is like literally it's the paint's almost gone on it. I must type C a lot, or I must aggressively type, hit it. Same thing with the space bar. It has a little wear mark from where my right thumb hits it. Alrighty, folks, I'm just going to take just a second here, just a breather off screen. So we're going to start up again here in about a minute and a half. Nuts. Kelly's over there off in the distance. She's working on her Merch by Amazon account. Getting some merch done. I did some merch earlier today. It's the first time I've done it in probably about 2 years. Okay, folks, my right thumb must hit the space bar a lot because it's got a smooth, shiny spot. Yeah, I do the same thing. I'm not good with using the shortcut keys. I'm good with certain shortcuts. Like I automatically hit Control S every time I'm working. Like if I just pause for a second and go Control S just to make sure that it's saving, because I've lost work before. And let me just put it this way. I lose my cool fast on that. All right, folks, we got about another 25 minutes ahead of us here. So make sure that you take a nice deep breath, get yourself focused on the writing task at hand. I'll see you in 25 minutes. Alrighty. Third session down. It's in the record books. How did you folks do? Love to hear how you did. Kathy Mankin Book says, I've never typed with formatting marks on. Is there a reason for this or just your preference? Just my preference. I know it drives a lot of people crazy, but a long time ago when I first started this business, I was accidentally putting in things that I wasn't aware of. I was putting page breaks and, changing font sizes and things like that. And when I went back to edit them, I didn't know what the heck went wrong. Hey, how's it going, kitty? Yelling right over at me. Did you guys see that? She just called me out right on the air. Hang on a second. Let me grab her bed. It also helps me visually pick out paragraphs because I think it's like a 10-point space in between each one of the paragraphs. And so sometimes it kind of blends together for me. So using the paragraph marks just kind of helps me out. And also I know when like a paragraph's going too long. Because as you can imagine, if you've got these real dense paragraphs inside a book, it tends to kind of keep running on and on. It becomes monotonous. Whereas you break up the paragraphs with some easily digestible chunks, people are going to be more apt to go from beginning to end. Because after all, I'm not just here to sell books. I want to sell books that people want to read from front to back and even recommend it. So I try to be cognizant of the size of a paragraph because it can be a huge difference maker. So visually, it just kind of helps me out. So as I'm going along, I can kind of say like a mental note, oh, you're going too long, Dale. Okay, let's go back and fix a couple things. We got about 3 minutes of a break. Make sure that you get up, use the restroom, grab yourself a sip of water, get a nice little snack. We got one more round to do. It's crazy. We've already been here for about an hour and a half. No, we're not going to run past. I'm sorry, folks. It's a Friday. I want to kind of relax and take it easy tonight. Most likely, I'm going to end up doing some sprints this weekend, but sorry, guys. I'm going to probably do this just by myself so I can just kind of relax. So MD Pittman says 588. What else did you guys get? I am at 21,481. 481. Okay, so that was about 670 words. So it wasn't as long, but I had to kind of, again, fact check, and I'm going through all the stuff here. Okay, I just noticed something. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be editing while we're doing the break, but I don't think anybody's going to get too angry, right? Folks, make sure that you do take a minute, save your document, save it. This is a public service announcement. I did 440 words this time. Nice, mainly because I kept hitting that backspace key. That backspace key, I tell you, it's like a magnet. Yeah, come here, baby. Come on, up. Come here. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, my kitty's making a guest appearance here. Another minute and a half, folks. Please make sure that you're keeping yourself well hydrated. Yeah, that's probably one of the main reasons, Kathy, that I do the paragraph marks is just so I can kind of visually see where I am at in my writing. I don't want to be too long, but I also don't want to be too short. It really does visually break things up for me. And so I don't just see it as, reading something, but I'm also looking at visually, aesthetically. Is this going to be something someone's going to want to get through? How's Izzy? Izzy's doing good. Izzy's doing good. She's right here. She's still having sinus issues, but you could see. Say hi. Okay, no. We're not going to claw that. Yeah, she doesn't like being picked up. I do it for you guys. Yeah, she says no. Yeah, so, wow. That's the first time my mic's ever been clawed. Alrighty, folks. We got about a half minute left here. We're going to get and finish this one out big. Finish it out strong. Looking like I won't probably get 3,000, but I'll come somewhat short, but I've still made a pretty good effort. She's adorable. Oh, she is. She's got those pretty eyes. Unfortunately, her one eye's bugging her, but all right, folks, I'll see you in 25 minutes. Let's make it a good one. All right, that was round 4. It's all done. Sadly, I caught a really cool detail inside my dashboard, and you know what I should do is I should share this with you. Recently, Amazon has leaned heavily into what's called the Amazon Influencer Program, and they have something to where influencers can actually upload videos based on products. And part of that influencer program's program called Video Shorts, not to be confused with, say, YouTube Shorts or TikTok or anything else like that. It's a completely different animal in itself and how it functions over on the Amazon platform. And apparently, inside the dashboard, as I was setting things up, I went into product targeting. I started typing in the word authorship because as I'm going through and doing this book, I'm just making the ads as I go along because I'm like, well, screw it. I'll just go ahead and do it as I'm, writing this stuff out. And inside the ads, it probably helps if I show you guys and gals. Hang on a second. Let's do this. I'm going to go over into my very next window here. Okay. So here I am, I'm setting up this ad. And what you'll notice is when you go into, we're going to start it out, say at the very top, you name your campaign, you go over and you start the date, you put in a budget. Oops, never put in a budget. There we go. I don't bother with end date. I keep dynamic bids down only. I don't bother with going for top of search page or anything else like that. I'm going to do standard ad because I don't feel like writing ad copy. I put in an ad group name. I put in 1 or 2 titles tops. Most times I like to do 1, but it's getting towards the holiday season. I'm ready to double down. We'll go into targeting. I'm doing product targeting. Now, this is the part where it gets kind of interesting. So you got the categories, and initially they're going to go ahead and suggest some categories based on your specific niche. So here's the cool thing is I went into search, and when you go into search, you can be able to find specific categories. You put your ad and have it served out to everybody in. So I just went ahead and I just typed in authorship because I know that's one of the niches that's there. And you'll notice 4 categories pop up: authorship, authorship reference, author interviews, and author biographies. Let's just zoom in on this just really quick here. You'll notice that the browse path for this one's a Kindle, this one's books, but for some reason, Video Shorts is right here. Literature and books, and the category is considered author interviews. There's 0 products on this right now because the video shorts themselves aren't products. Video shorts typically are focused on selling a product on the Amazon platform. So let me just give you an example here. I bought this on Amazon a number of years ago, and I decide, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm an Amazon influencer. I'm just going to go ahead and shoot a video about it. I'll talk about it. I'll look at its size and everything else like that, and I'll post it. Now, I can't remember the limitations when it comes to the video shorts, but obviously it's going to be something short in some capacity of, like, say, about a minute or less. So then you're qualified for this video shorts program. You can be able to qualify for purchases that are made after someone watches that particular video. And those videos will pop up all over the place, most importantly, in the actual products page itself, or on a carousel on that page, or on a carousel of related products. So with that being said, I'm seeing 0 products on here. It leads me to believe that they're probably building something out for these video shorts. And since there's no products, no actual products showing on here, I would think that somewhere there might be like a video, and then below that video or above that video or somewhere in the proximity of that video is where the ad's going to go. Look, they don't even have a suggested bid. It's so stinking new. Like, you guys are right now watching something that is pretty big. It's a pretty big deal. So let's look at what suggested bid is. We're going to go default bid. And you know what? I'm willing to spend just a little bit more money on this one. We're going to go 49 cents. We're going to go buck wild. You know what? Screw it. We're going to go. Let's go. Yeah, 49 cents is fine. So let's just add. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, pops in there. We can also change this suggested bid if we wanted to. This is kind of neat because when you put together a product targeting ad and you use the categories there, it's glitching out of me here. Just give me a second, folks. All right, there we go. Perfect. When you put together a product ad, one of the mistakes I used to make was I would take and put keywords in there, and I would do broad, exact, and phrase matches, all 3 of them in a single campaign. I would kind of do the same thing when it came to product targeting, and I would put a bunch of categories in there because I thought, well, the wider I go out there, the better this ad's going to perform. That's not really true, because when you don't get good on exactly where your ad should be placed, the Amazon algorithm doesn't know where to put it. And when it does put it somewhere, it may not be relevant, or people are going to skip past it, and you might get a bunch of impressions but no clicks. And so what ends up happening is Amazon lose faith inside your ad and go, you know what, we're probably just not going to serve this out to people. So I think this is neat because it gives us an opportunity for something like this. There's no other products on here. So it would lead me to believe that I don't have much competition beyond just the video itself and the other advertisers bidding for this particular area here. Because if you go over to something else like the Kindle store, Kindle ebooks, reference ebooks, writing, research, and publishing, the actual browse path that goes to authorship, there's 734 to 1,223 products related to that specific category. Neat, right? If this is way over your head and you're not into Amazon ads, believe it or not, going into 2022, you'll actually be able to read a lot of this and know why I get so excited about features like this. Because with no products to vie for attention, and all you're working against is going to be a specific video, count me in. Count me in all day long. And who knows, it could even be something as simple as being on a carousel on the video itself. Now, you're probably saying this is about as clear as mud. I'm glad you said that. So let's come on over here really fast. And by the way, let me know how you guys did inside that round. I'm just bloviating over here about things. Let's see here. I'm just trying to think of how to look for this. Oh, probably the best way to do this. Let me go ahead. I will show you guys a specific product that I went ahead and reviewed. Dang it. What's the name of it? Western Digital. Come on, Dale. There we go. Okay, so this is a cold hard example of how this looks. So we scroll down, and then just above reviews is where we're going to see these videos I'm telling you guys about. Now, these ones are not necessarily shorts. So you've got this video. Let's go ahead and press play. I'm just going to pause this because it's probably me talking. It's going to mess with you guys. Look at the very bottom here. Look at the other products that are popping up here, because obviously I'm talking about this. So part of the influencer program is they're going to put this in place. And I earn commission on that, by the way, if you guys end up going and buying it, blah, 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 yakety schmackety. But these sponsored ones, if someone clicks on it, obviously they paid for that placement. I believe I still get a percentage of the sale, because if they watched, I think, a certain percentage of the video and click on one of these things and buys a product, then I go ahead and get that kickback, which I know I've sold some of these already on this. So that's to say this, that this is a new placement for your sponsored ad. Now, this is just a theory here, folks. I'm spouting theories and opinions. This is not facts when it comes to, that's where your ad's going to pop up. But this is the first time I've seen video shorts pop up as an option to advertise our books. So this is kind of cool. Why am I making such a big deal out of this? If you look at the placement is absolutely perfect. It's genius, because according to Amazon, and this is something that's said in the Amazon advertising course, certification course, is 91% of customers do this. When they land on your page, okay, this is their experience. They come on, you think, oh, well, they're just going to go and buy it after they're done reading my description. Not true. 91% of people scroll down to reviews. What's on the way down to the reviews? Those videos. Interesting, right? So what those videos do is it intercepts people on the way down. So this is kind of cool. So if someone was on the fence about purchasing your book, and let's just pretend this is a book for the sake of the argument. This is the Western Digital. We've got this specific book right here, and you're watching a review of it, and someone's talking about it, blah, 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 yakety schmackety. And by the way, regular customer reviews appear in this carousel as well. Most of the time, though, they'll typically have like an influencer there. So we've got this one right here. Someone watches that. The cool thing is your book, if they're on your book page, it's going to pop up here. But in some instances, if it's on somebody else's channel or other product page, your ad's going to pop up right over here, possibly further down into this. What? That's crazy. It's crazy. It's almost like I feel like this is shooting fish in a barrel. Like you're literally just, someone's already going down looking for the review. They're watching a review of a particular thing, and then your ad's going to pop up there. So this could be your contemporary's specific product page. We'll just say that you're a self-published, you write about the self-publishing niche. Someone goes and looks at a review, a video review of Amazon keywords for books. And then further on that carousel appears your ad. Wow. That's really cool. Because some people are going to watch that and go, huh, well, maybe this is worth it. And they'll go ahead and click on that and then buy your book. So that part right there is just super exciting. All right. I did all that bloviating. Sorry. I just get so excited about things, and I wanted to kind of explain why the last 5 minutes you guys saw me fiddling around with my phone, taking a picture, because I was sending it over to one of my cohorts who's in the business of the video on that platform. I did 21,858 words total. So that means I did about 400 words that round. That was probably my worst one yet, but I'm okay with it because it really opened my eyes to what's going on. So let's see here. MD Pittman, take care, buddy. Got to log off, but I got a ton of quality words in today. I'm so glad to hear that. 556 would have gotten 600, but got interrupted about 3 times. Brandy says, hey, Dale, feeling under the weather today. I missed most of the stream, but I will be rewatching tonight. Hopefully I feel better. We'll be back to write with you guys on Monday, behind in Nano. Yeah, I'm behind a bit too myself. That's why I'll probably be doing some writing this weekend. Glenn Patterson, how's it going? Hey, Dale, hope all's well with you. It is. It's fantastic. Kathy Menkins says, one of my dogs is named Lizzie, so it's close. Yeah. I love animals. She's beautiful. Yeah, she's beautiful. You know, she's definitely getting a little longer in the tooth, you know, a little 14 years old. So she's a senior cat. She ain't quite getting around like she used to. Poor girl's blind, has high blood pressure, has sinus issues. She has 3 ribs removed due to cancer. Yeah, this little girl's a tough little thing, but it's so funny, her positive spirit and how she's just always happy and loves to snuggle and purrs all the time. Like, honestly, she seems just fine. Her quality of life may have marginally dissipated, but her mind, I'd say, is still sharp as ever. So she's such a smart little cat. It's been fun watching. I got to go hit the shower. Awesome. Good stuff. Hopefully you have a good shower. Brandy said, so true. I scroll right down to the reviews and have been seeing more of the videos on my way down. Yeah, they're going all in on this one. In fact, with the Amazon Influencer program, I think it was back in August to like September time July to August, that they ran a contest to where anybody that uploaded 100 videos within the course of that month would be in a drawing for $1,000 for a particular, for one creator. It was just like one. So there was a lot of people that were uploading a ton of videos. At that time, I was just kind of exploring it. Since then, I've probably done, 40 or so videos on there. I've paused things because over the past like 5 or 6 weeks, I've just been inundated with work. And it's just not the first thing on my priority ladder. So, Tom Brooks, great info. Thanks. Hey, I'm glad to help you. You keep coming in for these live writing sprints. You're going to get like deep insights like this. You could sit down, grab some popcorn if you feel like the stress and anxiety of watching me type is something that, you would like to learn, come on over. You're actually going to get a deeper insight. It's going to go a little slower as I try to fact check some stuff and also get it to where everything's kind of where it needs to be, because when I get ready to launch this book, it'll be in 2022. So we're going to go through, edit, but when we get ready to go and release, we're going to need to edit it one more time just to make sure that everything that I mentioned where it's at is where it's at. If there's any new things, I can change it. Fun fact about this book, Amazon reviews for books. This one, as soon as I published it, like literally as soon as I published this dang thing, there's a brief mini chapter in here about responding to reviews that you could use to do comments to reviews on your product page. As soon as it went out, boom, gone. They removed it. I'm like, awesome. So that will end up getting updated, I'm sure, sometime in late 2022. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and stop that altogether. Thank you so much, folks. We went a little bit beyond our regular time. I do appreciate you allowing me the time to kind of bloviate and be really excited about something like self-publishing. And thank you for spending the week with me, each and every single one of you. Brittany Putzer, I see you back here. Glad to see your children let you get away. I thought you had to go chase after some. But thank you. I appreciate it. Whether you join me for a few minutes or you join me for every single day of the week, I'm looking at you, Exotic. I do appreciate it. It is really awesome. It means the world to me. You guys are the best accountability buddies, and hopefully you feel the same way about me. This coming week on Monday, we will be doing the podcast at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be following it up by our writing sprints at 3:15 Eastern Standard Time. If you need to know the schedule about when we're going to do the writing sprints, you're going to go visit twitch.tv/self-publish, and underneath the schedule section, it'll say the exact dates and times that I'll be going. And then on YouTube, you go to dalelinks.com/tab, dalelinks.com/tab, like tab or like tab, like you drink. Is tab even around anymore? I don't think. Gosh, Dale, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Back to the future, baby. There we go. Can I have a tab? You're going to have to order something first before you get it. If you know, you know. But at any rate, go to dalelinks.com/tab, and there is an updated schedule that I've posted on the main channel as well as the podcast channel. Go ahead and mark those things on your calendar. Times are subject to change, just so make sure that you keep an eye out on the community tab from time to time. And if you're on Twitch, I will typically do an update on the schedule if something changes. For right now, though, it looks like it's going to be pretty solid. And some people are probably wondering, hey, Dale, are you going to be broadcasting on Thanksgiving Day? There's a strong possibility I will get at least an hour in. I'll probably get an hour. I don't know. My mother-in-law is going to be from out of town, and I'm not about ready to just let her sit around and thumbing her nose while she's waiting for me to come and hang out. So just know Thanksgiving Day is going to probably be that iffy area. And of course, we're going to be taking all of December off and then back in January. So thank you, everybody, so much. Have a fantastic weekend and reward yourself. If you went through this sprint, whether for 5 minutes or 2 hours, you deserve it. So